Imagine getting a letter from your insurance company that says something like, replace your roof in 60 days or we cancel your coverage. The problem? 3 inspections have already shown that your roof is fine. Now, these aren't isolated incidents, and it's also not something that I'm just making up for the video as a scare tactic. This is a pattern that we're seeing in comments on YouTube videos and all over Reddit from homeowners all over the country. We've even heard it from some of our customers, and it's not just on older roofs. Newer roofs are even being targeted by this. So in this video, I'm going to share some of the stories from these homeowners. I'm going to explain why this is happening and how this could affect you. So let me start with a story that a homeowner told that perfectly illustrates what's happening. Now, this homeowner had just recently closed on a home, and the home inspector said everything was clean, the closing went smoothly, everything was proceeding just like it was supposed to. And there were no red flags that showed up anywhere in the process that said that the roof was bad or that the roof needed to be replaced. So the homeowners signed their policy for homeowners insurance that same month. Then a few weeks later, they got a letter. Turns out that the insurance company had done their own inspection a couple days before closing, and their verdict: replace the roof or we cancel your coverage. Now, this homeowner happened to have enough money in savings to cover the replacement of a roof if it needed to be replaced, but she had just gotten 3 professional opinions that the roof was good. There was the home inspector, the appraiser, and even their own roofing contractor. They all said the roof was fine. So what changed? Why would an insurance company require a roof replacement on a roof that 3 professionals said the roof was okay? Well, the answer has nothing to do with the actual condition of the roof. It's more about something that insurance companies started doing in states like Texas and Florida, and that's now kind of spreading nationwide. So here's another story that kind of demonstrates this pattern. Another homeowner bought a house a little over a year ago, and the house had a roof that had been installed in 2008. The roof that was put on at that time was considered to be a 25-year architectural shingle, and their home inspector said that he thought that the roof had probably 5 to 8 years of life left in it. But a month after closing on the house, their insurance company sent them a letter saying, replace the roof or we're dropping your coverage. This homeowner pushed back and actually hired their own roofing contractor, paid $400 for an inspection. That inspection came back and basically agreed with the home inspector that there were several years of life left in that roof. But the insurance company wouldn't budge. And this is where the pattern is starting to emerge, because insurance companies are starting to set hard age cutoffs for roofs that they will give coverage for. That can be 15 years, or it can be as little as 10 years. And that's regardless of the condition of the roof. Your roof 10 years old, 15 years old, insurance company dictates that it has to be replaced or you lose your coverage for the roof. So that particular homeowner switched to a different insurance carrier who agreed to cover the roof, but only for actual cash value. Now, if you don't understand what actual cash value is, then I'm going to recommend that you watch this video up here because it's pretty important. What it means for you as a homeowner is that if you ever have to file a claim, you're going to have a much larger share of the cost to repair or replace the roof than you would if you had replacement cost coverage. When that insurance company said that they were only going to give the homeowner actual cash value coverage, the homeowner was okay with that and signed the policy and got the coverage that they needed for their roof. But a year later, that insurance company sent them a letter that said, replace your roof by April or we're canceling your coverage. So here's what's happening. This has primarily been started by insurance companies in states like Florida and Texas, like I said before. And in Florida, it got so bad that they actually passed a law, I think in 2022, saying that an insurance company could not deny coverage if your roof is less than 15 years old. And if it's older than 15 years, then they have to allow you to get an inspection to determine whether or not it has at least 5 years of life left in it. But here's the problem. That law only applies in Florida. And even in Florida, insurance companies are finding ways to get around it. And it's not just homeowners with older roofs that are getting these letters. Wait till you hear what insurance companies are doing with drone inspections and aerial inspections. So this is where things get, I would say, even more disturbing, because homeowners are getting these letters demanding roof replacements without an adjuster or an underwriter ever even coming out and setting foot on a roof. Homeowners are reporting that the insurance companies have told them that they're flying drones over their homes, and the drones are supposedly finding what the insurance companies are calling granular loss, which to them is a sign of shingle age or shingle failure. This happened to one homeowner who had a roof that was only 6 years old. No apparent problems whatsoever on the roof. Insurance company's response: replace it or lose your coverage. And just recently, I was talking to an insurance agent who told me that one of his customers got a letter from State Farm saying that they had used aerial imagery to inspect the roof, and the roof showed signs of wear, and they needed to replace their roof. Well, here's the problem with that. It's doubtful to me that aerial imagery is going to actually show damage on a roof. I've looked at enough roofs, and for the most part, you actually have to be on the roof to determine whether or not there's damage or wear. I don't believe that the resolution that you're going to get from an aerial imagery that an insurance company has access to is going to be high enough to see dented shingles or cracked shingles or maybe even missing granules. But the insurance companies are using these aerial inspections anyway. They're identifying areas that have had recent storms, and then they're doing these flyover inspections or pulling aerial imagery of every home in that area, whether the person has filed a claim or not. And if they say that they see anything that looks like it might be wear or might be damage, then they require the homeowners to replace the roof or lose their coverage. And usually there's a timeline associated with that for the homeowner, that they have to have this work done within 60 to 90 days. And if you don't comply, then they drop your coverage. And this is happening all over the country. So the question is, why are insurance companies doing this now? Well, insurance companies claim that they are losing billions of dollars. And yes, some of that loss is due to legitimate damage and legitimate claims, but a lot of it is coming from what the insurance industry refers to as solicitation fraud. And what that means is that after a storm, you'll get solicitors going door to door telling homeowners to file a claim so that they can get a new roof through insurance. Now, a lot of those claims are valid, but also there are some that are questionable, or the roofs just don't need to be replaced. So homeowners end up filing claims that they otherwise probably would never have filed, and getting roofs replaced that they probably didn't need to get replaced. So now the insurance companies are trying to protect against future losses for their profit, and what they've decided is the best predictor against future losses is roof age. So what does this mean for you if you live in a state that gets severe weather like hail or tornadoes or hurricanes? Well, it means that your insurance company is paying very close attention to how old your roof is. And the older your roof is, the more likely it is that the coverage that you are able to get is going to change. The way that that could affect you is your insurance company might move you to a percentage deductible, which means it's a percentage of the value of your home to rebuild your home. That means your deductible is going to be way higher. It means that they might move you to what's called a prorated coverage. So you start off with full replacement cost, but then every year that amount decreases further and further. The homeowner that I spoke to recently his roof is 9 years old, and if he were to file a claim this year, he would only get 64% of the full replacement cost. And that's before you take out the deductible. So for that homeowner, if he files a claim, he's going to get as a benefit maybe just a little bit more than 50% of the cost of the re-roof. So practically speaking, what that means for you is every year when you get your insurance declaration page that outlines the terms of the contract you have with your insurance company, you've got to read that and you have to understand it. The second thing that you as a homeowner need to understand is that your insurance rates are going to go up, and they're going up dramatically. Another homeowner that I spoke with just recently has a home. He hasn't filed a claim since 1998, but yet his rates just went up $1,000 on a year on about a 1,500 square foot home. But in addition to his rates going up 40%, he was also notified that the amount of coverage that he has decreased dramatically. So what can you do? First thing that I would recommend is if you do end up having to replace your roof, invest in the best material you can. Now, what I do not mean by that is invest in the most expensive material you can, because it's not always true that the most expensive material is going to be the best material, the one that's going to protect from damage the most. So you've got to do your research and find out what material is going to give you the best protection against the type of weather that you have in your area. The second thing that you can do as a homeowner is stop filing claims. Stop listening to all the door-to-door guys that are telling you to file a claim so that you can get a new roof. You just might not need a new roof. And if you think you're going to file a claim, before you do that, you have to understand the financial consequences that there are going to be to you for doing that. There are actually a bunch of questions that you should be asking before you file a claim. And if you want to know what all those questions are, I recommend that you watch that video right up there. And if you want to geek out on a bunch of roofing related videos, you can watch the playlist that's right down there.